In this Blender tutorial for beginners, I will show you how I made a procedural stucco material. I will be using Suzanne, a cube, and a UV sphere for this tutorial. I add a noise texture node, which will be the basis of the actual texture of the material. I connect the color of the noise texture to the base color of the principled BSDF shader. I need the scale of the noise to be quite small, so I changed the scale of the noise texture to 850. There are still multiple colors on the material from the noise texture, so I add a hue and saturation node. In order to make the material into a black and white color mix, I connect the factor of the noise texture to the color of the hue and saturation. If I change the value of the hue and saturation node, I can now determine the darkness and brightness of the material. Lower values mean a darker material. I will set my value to 0.7, so I have a mid-grade tone to the material. If I want to add some bumpiness to the material, I can use the normal of the principled shader. I add a bump node and connect it to the normal input of the principled shader. I then connect the hue and saturation to the bump node and adjust the strength. I can also select the noise texture, and using Ctrl-T, I can add a mapping and texture coordinate node. Now note, this only works if you had the Node Wrangler add-on activated. I changed the texture coordinate from generated to object. This makes it easier to use the same material across various objects. I can now easily apply the same material to the other objects in my scene. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notifications. Have a good day.